I hate to hear that women are dying in marriage, being killed by those who once told them, I love you. It's so sad. Hi, my friends. Welcome to another teaching today, what the Bible says with Ngozi Atiti. My name is Ngozi Atiti. And there's a sad news. The world woke up to the sad news of the death of Osinachi. She's a gospel singer from Nigeria in West Africa. And many Christians embrace and appreciate her music. And there's this particular music of hers that actually went viral. That is Ekweme. And so many other, like she's a soulful singer. Her song ministrations are very touching, and if you're a born-again Christian that enjoys listening to gospel music, you must have heard the song of this lady called Osinachi. So, but unfortunately, we're all sad. We just heard about her death. Initially, the media gave out the information, the cause of her death to be throat cancer or some kind of cancer. But today, there has been filterings of the real cause of her death. So far that I have been able to gather, I will also update if there's any change, that the actual cause of her death is domestic violence. So sad. Domestic violence. So friends have been speaking out, family members have been speaking out that the real cause of her death is an abuse from her husband, that this has been going on years and years, but she is covering it. She's like, I don't want to expose my husband, I don't want people to see his nakedness, you know, in quotes. I don't want people to know what is happening between us. So she's kind of covering it, but she kind of whispered to few people very close to her, and these are the people that are coming out now to speak up. Here's the real cause according to what I have gathered in researching, because this news actually really broke my heart. I have made a video here about domestic violence. I'll put the link up somewhere here on the screen. I told us that, look, whenever your life is threatened, whenever you don't feel safe, and you're a married woman or you're a married man, please, it is safe, it is biblical, it is commonsensical, it is righteous, it is holy, it is wise to leave that environment that is posing a threat to your safety. If you want to kabash from a distance, speak your tongues from a distance, do whatever you want to do from a distance, but leave that environment that you don't feel safe in. Okay, leave it and then tidy up. It's okay to separate, to run away, to avoid that scenario that is posing, you know, a risk to your health mentally and even to your life physically. I've made that video, and here's another one. And one of the reasons they said this woman didn't speak up because she doesn't want, you know, she doesn't want people to talk, you know, she doesn't want to lose her marriage. So news have it that in one of their sessions, one of the violent sessions that she had with her husband, that the husband kicked her on her chest. And since then, she started having some chest pain and all that. She has been managing that problem, but seems like she couldn't, I mean, it went, maybe there are other complications came in and she died out of it. So sad, really so sad. So this is an avoidable death. The Bible says in 2 Timothy chapter 3 from verse 1 to 8, I'm going to read it. But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty, for people will be lovers of self. So whenever there is selfishness in marriage, because that's what really happens, from what the media kind of is digging out now, they say that the husband is her manager, and whenever she goes for jobs, you know, to sing and minister in churches, the payment and everything will be done to the husband. And that she complained to somebody she confided in that the husband will collect most of the money that they pay her to come and minister in churches, and we just leave her with just a slim change just to manage. You get that? So apparently it seems that the husband is that selfish one. The husband was the one calling the shots. The husband was humiliating her. The husband was, you know, I mean, there's so many things, you know, so many things that the media is talking about the husband now. Doesn't seem like good vibes in the marriage. Let me just put it that way. So she confided, and the person now said, can you go tell pastor about this? And she said, no, that she shouldn't tell anybody. She doesn't tell anybody. That let her just keep it secret. She doesn't want to expose the husband. Can you imagine that? Women. Don't die foolish death. Don't die foolish death. This kind of death is avoidable. A death that is avoidable is, for me, I will call it a foolish death. It's a painful death. Why would you keep quiet and allow somebody to trample on your life, trample on you emotionally, abuse you physically, abuse you emotionally, abuse you all aspects of life, and for the sake of, you want to keep marriage? Marriage is supposed to be enjoyed, not endured. Once endurance enters marriage, you are no more in marriage. Don't deceive yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't even try to deceive people. Even deceiving people, you're lying to yourself, because people just like applaud, yeah. Okay, you are in love. Okay, then you go back behind closed doors. You are not happy. Who are you dealing with? You're fooling yourself, because emotionally you're not happy. Emotionally you're not fulfilled. So the earlier you speak out and seek for help, get counselors, go for therapy sessions, allow yourself to be talked to, allow proper healing, and then have that enjoyment that that God has provided in marriage. Look here, marriage is a beautiful thing. I'm not going to kid you. I'm in marriage and I'm enjoying it. 2 Timothy chapter 3 from verse 1 to 8. Let me read. But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty, for people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying its power. Avoid such people. Now I understand better every day when the Bible said the heart of man is desperately wicked. I can't imagine such heartless and wicked soul. And you said because of marriage you want to live under the same roof with such a beastly human being? No, sister. No, sis. Please. No, sis. And brother, if it's the woman that is posing that kind of threat, or the woman is the one that is the aggressor, bros, run. Run, please, run. Run, save your life. The Bible say avoid such people. If it is your spouse that falls under this category, that has these qualities, avoid her. If it's your husband, please avoid him. Leave. Don't die a foolish death. Don't die an avoidable death. Most of these domestic violence deaths are avoidable if only the women will speak up, or if only the men, or let me just put it this way, if the abused could speak out and seek for help, though some of those deaths would have been avoidable. But if you hear some of them will say, no, I will endure, I will change him, I will do that. Like seriously, you can't change an adult. There are ways to go for healing, to go for counseling, try to work things out, try to make things, because the Bible tells us that love is selfless, it's not boastful, it doesn't seek for itself. Love tries to to elevate the other person. It praises and celebrates the other fellow. It doesn't even celebrate him. But once love starts acting selfish, me, my own, my money, my property, once you start seeing such red flags, don't take them for granted. Marriage is a teamwork. If your spouse wins, everybody wins. If your spouse goes down, then you go down. It's a teamwork. Hence the Bible said the two shall become one. So when there is that segregation, that division, even in statements, in action, in body language, don't take them for granted. Discuss, talk it over, solve it, sort it out, remove that negative vibe that is coming in, that is creeping in, because that's how it starts. Okay? Because I'm not here to prescribe for you how to run your home, but the thing is that however you choose to run your home, but just make sure there is love, there is unity, and there is selflessness. Because when those things are, when the opposite starts happening, that's what leads to the kind of news that we're dealing with today. Now, when the Bible says in Matthew chapter 5 from verse 10 to 11, let me read for us here. It says, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." For righteousness' sake. That's when you are persecuted for your faith. Yours is the kingdom of heaven. He didn't say when you're persecuted by your spouse, or when you are abused by your spouse, or when you're killed by your spouse. Don't endure. Don't endure. Endurance is not marriage. It's enjoyment. If enjoyment is not there, it's not there. You're not married. I don't know what you're doing there. Sort it out, solve it. Look for ways to tidy it up. I'm not saying once there is a one challenge, run away. That's not what I'm saying. You'll be hearing me. I'll be saying, sort it out, solve it, get help. Two of you should find a way to tidy it up. That where is this mentality coming from? Where is this divider coming from? I mean, tidy things, speak over it, discuss it, and make sure you guys are in agreement. Again, verse 11 says, "Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account." If you receive those things for the sake of God, then that is where you will know that, yes, you are doing the right thing. But not when men are reviling you, are abusing you. You say, okay, let me endure because blessed are those who are blah, 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 blah. I don't know where. Let's read our Bible and understand and comprehend. Let's stop reading and interpreting the Bible out of context. Don't die an avoidable death. Please, women. Again, let me just summarize all what I've been saying since. If there is an issue in your marriage, seek help. Don't close your mouth. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. If you close your mouth, you will die. And when you die, those things, you are trying to avoid what people will say. People will say it on your funeral day. Now, internet is just while typing all sorts of things. Say, oh, you should have done that, should have done that. Now, we've all heard. We've all heard. So, what are you avoiding? So, it's better you hear it and be alive. Highest, okay, people talk about, oh, she left her marriage, oh, blah, 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 blah. 1 week, everybody, you're out of everybody's mouth. But at least you'll be alive. That's if it's a worst case scenario. Every marriage has its own challenges. But when you identify those challenges, look for a way to get help. Get help. Don't close your mouth. Get help. One of the things that Osinachi did, from what the internet is digging out now, is that she told those she confided in not to speak. They said, close your mouth. Don't speak. Don't say anything. That's so sad. No. Open your mouth. Speak. Get help. Then avoid anybody who is abusive to you in any way. Avoid. The Bible says avoid them. Avoid them. Avoid them and then seek help. May her soul rest in peace. And please, can we just, share knowledge, spread and share this video to anybody who might need it. And let's encourage women when they speak out. Please, let's not shut them down. Let's stop shaming women when they come out to speak about violence. Again, I think that's what is making some people to shy away. Let's encourage people to speak up, and let's also normalize believing people, believing their truth. Is their truth. They are the ones that have experienced it. Let's stop public shaming people when they come out to seek for help. May her soul rest in peace. And just so you know, from what I gathered, the man has been arrested. So the law of the land will do justice for Osinachi. Until I see you in another video, stay safe, stay blessed. Shalom. Bye-bye.